mute your sound as soon as you... Okay, amazing. Yeah, sorry guys. There was a bit of a glitch, so I had to restart the system. So we're gonna wait for everyone to come back in, then we can get started tonight. Okay. Can everyone see me? Okay, I'm sharing my screen now. Can everyone see my screen? Amazing. Okay, so we've got Aman. Good evening. And of course, Tony, good evening again. Great. So, I know some of you had 2 sessions a couple of weeks ago, just to introduce myself. Ahead of today. So for those of you who are seeing me for the first time, actually, just so that you can see, then I can share my screen back again. Okay, guys. I hope everyone can see me. Good evening once again. My name is Victor. I'm the fund manager at Havilah Financial, and I am also the lead trader here. So I'm going to be taking you on a trading course. So I want to welcome you, everyone, tonight from wherever you're watching from. I am speaking to you from the City of London, and I want to assume that most of you are watching me from London as well. So yeah, welcome to Havilah Financial. This is the education arm of Havilah Financial, where we actually train people about the global financial market. And the 3 months trading course actually starts this week. Today, I'm going to be laying a foundation upon which we will be building in subsequent weeks. On Saturdays will be our full class, where we would take on fresh topics. And then on Wednesdays like this, we would do a refresher for the benefit of those who would have missed the Saturday. And of course, it's not going to be a repetition, it's going to be a build-up, okay? But for those who missed the previous Saturday, it will be an opportunity for them to catch up and flow with us. Amazing stuff. So a little bit about myself again. My name is Victor Aiden. I am the lead trader here at Havilah Financial, and I've got a background in trading. I started trading about 4 years ago now. Done amazingly well. And recently, we formed a company, myself and a couple of my business partners. We formed a financial company called Havilah Financial, and one arm of the business is actually the trading academy, where we'll train people how to trade where you are right now. So I will tell you more about the business. And once in a month, I believe we would have a networking event where all our students will come together. We will be meeting in an hotel in Kensington, where you get to meet all other students and other traders as well. And you get to be able to meet myself and the whole team You will meet the automated trading team, you will meet myself, you will meet the admin team, you will meet investors, you will meet the directors of the company. And it's just going to be an opportunity for you to network with people and increase your knowledge base. But for tonight, we're not going to be spending too much time tonight. I'm just going to be taking you through an introduction, get you excited, get you really, really looking forward to the 3 months journey. And of course, during the process of the course, you would find out more about me. I can't tell you everything right now, but as time goes on, as we go through discussions, I would, in the spur of the moment, things will come to mind that I will need to tell you. But it is worth noting that certain things that I would say may necessarily be on the slide. So, worth it if you have your pads to take notes, or just make notes however you want to do it. But I'm very sure that I would say certain things that may not be written down, just from the wealth of experience that I have, and it will do you a lot of good if you make note. Great. So let's dive into what we have tonight. I'm going to share my screen now, and then I will take you through some things. Again, please, at any point during the course, at any point during the session tonight, if you want to ask a question, there would be the chat section where you can ask me a question, and I would try to answer you as prompt as possible. And this session will be recorded. So for those of you who want a playback, you would be able to do that. We actually have a YouTube channel, so we would upload the videos to our YouTube channel. And I'm sure you can actually record the session on your own end as well. But both ways, you would have the video playbacks for your own record purposes. So I'm going to share my screen again now, and we're going to go through what we have for tonight. Can I just confirm one more time that everyone can hear me properly? If you can just put a feedback in the chat section, just let me know if you can hear me properly. So I'm going to say, can everyone hear me? Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, and great. And can everyone see my screen now? Can everyone see my screen now? Okay. So I am actually at the office. Obviously, everyone is closed now. They've gone home. I'm here doing an online class for you guys. You can see all the guys have gone. Empty desk behind me. So yeah, let's dive into what we have tonight. Havilah Financial. Again, this is the investment company, and there is so much that I can tell you. You're new. Don't worry, you'll find out a lot. Rashid Saidu. Yeah, that's why we're here. This is the academy. This is where you get to learn and ask as many questions as you may have. So please, I want you to ask me questions. If you ask questions, I will know that you are following. If you don't have no questions, then you're clearly not following, because there's no way you would have a question if you're learning to trade. Okay? And just one more thing to say before we dive into this is I did not have any background of finance when I started trading. Didn't have no background of finance. So I'm saying that to say to you that whatever limit you may have are the ones that you put over yourself by yourself. If you choose to take the limits off, there is nothing you cannot do. I didn't study finance in school. I didn't have any background of finance. I didn't work professionally as a finance guy. I literally started trading, and with an open mind, ready to devour every knowledge I find in front of myself relating to trading. I grew, and I learned a lot. And you would find out in a few weeks' time. But I'm just saying that to say that keep your mind open and be ready to learn. If that's you, then welcome aboard. So yeah, so this is Havilah Financial. This is the Trading Academy. So this is who we are. I'm just trying to keep my eyes on the chat in case any of you ask a question. Okay, Rashid is from Italy. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So guys, yeah, we've got some students from Europe joining us tonight as well. Um, so amazing, Rashid. I'm so happy to know that you're one of the students from Italy. So yeah, just pay attention, and I believe you will learn a lot. Yeah. So we don't have much time. So this is the education arm of a financial investment company, Havilah Financial. Our aim is to raise a community of new frontiers in finance. Okay, so I've had so many people ask me, "Oh, why are you teaching people to trade for free? What's the catch? What's the catch? There must be something, because it costs a lot to learn to trade." And I said the first thing is I'm a trader myself, so I'm not teaching people to do something that I'm not doing. Okay, I'm a trader myself, and we make money over here, so we don't feel the need to burden people with the fee or the tuition for learning to trade. At least not now. Okay, this is not free. This is not going to be free forever, but it is free now because this is what we've chosen to do. So yeah, and much more than that, the intention is to create a community of traders. Okay, we are community-based, community-oriented company, and our intention is to raise a whole nation, a whole generation of financial investors. Okay, so that's the catch. It's as simple as that. And of course, I'm sure you know this is real now because you're on the course. Okay, so we educate and we train potential investors. We are traders ourselves. We've been where you want to go. Trading is our thing, and we aim to share the knowledge that we have with you. So this is Market 360. Okay, this is Market 360, and I'm telling you, in another 2 months, in another 3 months' time, if people want to get on this course, they will be paying a fortune. So consider yourself lucky, those of you who are on this course for free now. Enjoy it, learn as much as you can. And my aim is to make traders out of this class, okay? But this is a wealth of knowledge that we're giving to you for free, which will not be free forever. So make the most of it. So on Market 360, well, as the name implies, we're going to take you through the 360 degrees of the market. Okay, you will learn all you need to know to become a prolific trader and investor. Okay, so the content of this course, I've just briefly outlined it here, but I'm going to be expanding every single bullet point that you see on here. Okay, so you're going to learn about the global market. You're going to learn about market analysis. You're going to learn about technical indicators, creating a trading strategy, trading psychology, trading accounts, and fund management. Okay. At the end of this session, I'm going to ask all of you if you've been able to open your able to open your demo accounts, and if any one of you need help, we will provide help via the WhatsApp group to make sure that everyone's trading account is open. The demo accounts are open before Saturday. Okay. So, what is the market, guys? If I had a sound system here, I would play like an action sound, like everything is about to start now. This is where everything starts. Okay, so what is the market? For those of you who joined the 2 sessions that I had a few weeks ago, I gave you a bit of an explanation, but of course, we're going to go into details now. So what is the market? It is the one global common ground for trade. Okay, the market is a unified trading place accessible to the whole world. Okay, so think about your local market, think about your local shopping centers, think about your local city center, okay, where everyone local to where you live will come to shop or come to sell stuff. Okay, this is the one unified market where everybody comes to trade. By everybody, I mean it is available to everyone, but unfortunately, not everyone participates in it. You are about to be part of the so many yet few people that participate in this market. Okay, so pay attention to these details that I want to give now. This is very, very important, and I believe this will serve as a motivation as to why you should be a trader. Okay? The financial market is where traders buy or sell assets like stocks, bonds, derivatives, currencies, and commodities. Okay, so all of these things are the assets that are traded in the financial market. Now, watch this next point now. The advent of the World Wide Web, okay, which is www, which is the internet, has made it possible for almost everyone from anywhere in the world to participate in this market by leveraging knowledge and capital. Okay, so all of you have some sort of money. It could be your salary, it could be, you know, wherever you get money from. Okay, think about it this way: knowledge is what separates you from billionaires. Okay, because if you check most of these billionaires or so many people that have succeeded in business, they will tell you, oh, I started this business with as little as, say, 200 pounds, 500 pounds. And then from there, they scaled up. So what's the difference between someone who had, I believe at some point in your life, you must have had 500 pounds. You must have had 200 pounds. Now, what you did with that money is what I don't know, or what can differ from person to person is how we use the resources that we have. In this case, we call it capital, but at some point you've had a capital. You may have invested in buying shoes or clothes or whatever you do with your money, but leveraging capital and knowledge produces wealth. Okay, so you have the capital, I have the knowledge. Now, when the knowledge meets the capital, wealth is created. So please pay attention again tonight. And I believe you would be happy you came on this course. So the financial market, again, this financial market plays a vital role in the continuous redistribution of resources and maintains the operation of the modern economy. Okay, so the modern economy runs on the platforms provided by the global financial market. Now, when I say the modern economy, don't just think about, because the mistake people make, because I was thinking about this course today, I was just thinking about certain things to say to you guys to get you to just get it. Okay, I don't want to give you too much intellectual knowledge. I don't want you to give you too much grammar. I just want you to get it. Okay, now, the first thing I want all of you to do is change your mind. I want you to change your mind in the way you think about money or the way you think about wealth. The global financial market plays a role in the continuous redistribution of resources and maintains the operation of the modern economy. Now, this economy includes yourself. It is not just the banks. It is not just the big companies. It is not just the government. It includes yourself. Okay? It is where the creation and trading of financial assets happen. Pay attention to the word creation. This is where prices are created. Now, you buy your milk and your eggs and your drinks and your bread from the shops, but someone sets the price. You don't decide how much you buy. Okay? The price is set by someone you don't know. And that person sets the price knowing that you will follow what has been said. But guess what? The higher you move up in your level of knowledge, the deeper you can interact. And the bigger, or let me say, the faster you would have access to some finances that average people don't have access to. Okay? Now, look at this green quote down here on the slide. It says, the markets are where nations, banks, and businesses go to raise cash to grow. So KFC doesn't grow by selling chicken. Apple doesn't grow by selling iPhones. They grow by taking the profits they make from selling iPhones into the global financial market to actually make money. Okay? KFC takes the money that they make from selling you chicken and chips into the global financial market. They put it into the hands of a fund manager, into a hedge fund who trades in the market. And that is how they make money to actually grow the business. So they don't grow the business from the sales of chicken and chips. They grow the business from proceeds of investment in the global financial market. So the same way, instead of getting your salary and just spending it, what you should be doing is taking your salary or whatever your income comes from, bringing it to the global financial market to grow your own personal economy. This is the underlying logic or principle of trading. This is the knowledge that I am willing to impact into my generation. That instead of being a consumer, you should be an investor. And the future of economy in the world will be between these two classes of people, the inventors and the investors. Everybody else are just going to be feeding the market. The inventors and the investors. These are the people that would lead global finance in the future that we're entering into. And this is why we need to position ourselves. Again, tonight is just going to be a foundation class, and we will build more in subsequent weeks. Can I just get confirmation that everyone can still hear me? If you just use the chat, let me know you still hear me. Okay, amazing. Amazing. Great. Everyone can still hear me. Great. Okay. All right then. Let me see. Okay, when I change the sound, when I change the slide, you notice that the sound breaks. Well, that could be a network thing, but then we're fine. Yeah. So you can mute your sound. You can mute your sound as soon as you come on. Please mute your sounds, just so that your sound doesn't interrupt the overall sound. All right then. So the last time I came on as well, for those of you who participated, I was talking about the fact that the market is a massive market, and within the massive market, there are sub markets. And I used a very, very good example. I said you can view the main market as a shopping center, like Westfield. Okay, so you can view the main market as Westfield, and in Westfield there are shops. Okay, so you don't just go to buy what you want to buy. You don't go to buy something in Westfield. Westfield is not a shop. Westfield is the shopping center, the big shopping mall that has the shops residing inside it. So you go to Westfield, but you actually go to specific shops in Westfield. Okay, so you trade the global financial market, but you don't just trade the global financial market, you trade sub-markets within the global financial market. Does that make sense? Guys, does that make sense? I want you to be more interactive on the chat. Okay, so this is not like a movie. I want you to be very, very interactive. Let me know you hear me, say something back to me, I will respond to you. Okay, amazing. So think about the global financial market as a big shopping mall, and think about the sub-markets as the shops in the shopping mall. So the shops are actually the places where the trades take place, okay? The sellers are in the shop, and then the buyers will go into the shop to purchase, okay? Now, don't take this so literally. I'm just using it to explain to you, because in trading, we don't go into any shop, okay? We don't buy anything physical. It is just for understanding, okay? So the market, the global financial market, is a massive market, and within this market, there are smaller markets, and these smaller markets are the markets that people actually trade, okay? So these are the sub-markets in the global financial market. So the first one and the biggest one is Forex, okay? Forex simply means foreign exchange. Simply means exchanging one currency for another currency. Okay, Forex is basically taking advantage of the strength of one currency against the weakness of another currency. Okay, that is Forex. course, we're going to be going into more details. The second one is cryptocurrencies. This is an emerging market. This is the future of money, but it is still emerging as we speak. It's still being developed. It's still people haven't yet fully received, and it's because they haven't fully understood cryptocurrencies. But it is the future of money, of transactions in the modern economy. So cryptocurrencies. So if you've heard things like Bitcoin, Bitcash, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, all of these, Beam, all of these are cryptocurrencies. We're going to be talking about cryptocurrencies as well. It is another sub-market within the main market. Index or indices. This is the trading the economic health of different nations. Okay, so most nations are represented on the global financial market. Unfortunately, some nations are not. Like, I'm from Nigeria. Nigeria is not on the global financial market. Hopefully in the future, I'm looking to be instrumental in putting Nigeria on the map, but as of now, they're not. So we have the top countries like the United States, most of the countries in Europe are represented on the global financial market, and you can actually trade the economy of these countries. In trading, typically, prices can either go up or down. There is no third side to the coin. So things can either appreciate in value or depreciate in value. Sorry, I'm just looking at a chat from Angela is from Nigeria as well. Of course, you're from where I'm from. So yeah, for some reason we're not on the global financial market, so we need to look into that. Rashid, you said amazing stuff. Okay, amazing, Rashid. I've seen your message. Amazing stuff. I'm so happy to have you as well, and I hope you learned a lot. Okay, so indices, again, I'm going to go into these different sub-markets one by one. I'm going to break it down because what happens is people tend to eventually choose a sub-market to focus on. Okay, some people would say, I'm an expert in trading Forex. Some people would say, I'm an expert in trading crypto. They would say, I'm a crypto guy. Some people would say, I'm an index guy. I trade stocks. Okay, so when you hear stocks, these are indices. Okay, I will show you how all of this works and what it means. How many more minutes do we have? Okay, we've got 15 more minutes. So commodities, I would show you the commodity market. I'm a commodity guy myself. I trade across all markets anyways, but I'm a commodity guy. And of course, some people just love to trade company shares. So we would go through all these markets in details. All these markets have their specific instruments, okay? So in the market, in the global market, there are sub-markets, okay? Every sub-market has its instrument. So for instance, every shopping center will have shops. And in every shops, there will be items that are sold in those shops. Just reading Leona Roy's question. Are these listed by their share in global financial market, as in biggest is Forex, and then crypto? No. It is not listed in any particular order, okay? I just listed it as it came to mind. It's not listed in any particular order. Forex, however, is the biggest. Okay, amazing. Forex, however, is the biggest of all the sub-markets. Forex is the biggest and the most liquid market, okay? So it has most money in it, okay? Has most money in it, but they're not listed in any particular order, just in random order. I'm gonna teach you about all of the markets, and you will decide what markets you want to choose to focus on. But to be honest, I don't think people should be focusing on one market. I think you should have a portfolio of assets that you trade, okay? You should have a portfolio, like a bag of different instruments that you trade, okay? Again, I will teach you how to go about this as we proceed. So all the sub-markets have their specific instrument. So for instance, if you go into JD, you know what they sell. You're going to be buying trainers or or jog bottoms or t-shirts, that's what you're going to find in JD. If you go into perfume shop, you're going to find perfume. If you go into H. Samuel, you're going to find jewelries. If you go into car phone warehouse, you're going to find phones. Okay, so phones are the instruments of car phone warehouse. That is what they trade. That is what they sell. That is where the transaction happen in that particular shop. Okay, so every market on here have their instruments. Now, again, all these things are technicality. It is the understanding that matters. So if you go to trade commodity, yeah, the instruments in the commodity market will be gold, silver. These are the actual things that you trade, okay? These are the instruments of the market. So gold, silver, crude oil, copper, platinum, all of them things, okay? So I hope you understand it now. So the same thing, Forex will have its instruments, index will have its instruments. If you've ever heard about the FTSE 100, the FTSE 250, these are the instruments of the indices market, okay? Amazing stuff. So let's see if we can take a couple of more slides before we call it a day tonight. Of course, on Saturday it's gonna be a full section. Okay, I'm just gonna go straight. No introduction on Saturday. I'm just gonna go straight for it, and I'm gonna be in the group chat. So the group chat where all of you have been adding in, I'm gonna be in that group chat from today. I believe I'm in the group chat already from today, so you can ask me questions, and I will be present in our group chat to answer your questions as well. So a trader, who is a trader, what attributes do you need to have to be a trader? Again, the first thing is you must be willing, okay? And all of you attending this class tonight, I've already shown the willingness by coming on this live class, okay? So you show that you're willing to learn something new. You're willing to add something to whatever you're doing at the moment, okay? So you must be willing to trade. 2, you must be well informed, okay? And that is my job. My job is to give you all the information that you need, and your job is to take that as a foundation and grow it, okay? I'm not gonna be with you for a lifetime to keep giving you information. I will give you as much as you need to get a head start, and it is your job to build upon the foundation that I'm gonna give to you. I'm gonna make sure I give you a solid and a lasting foundation that you can lay to build on the foundation. Okay, again, if you can please mute your sound so that you don't interrupt the class. You must be well informed. You must be disciplined. Discipline is the key of trading. If you're not disciplined, you cannot trade. It's as simple as that. I don't care how much capital you have. I don't care how much knowledge you have. If you're not disciplined, you will lose money, lose money, lose money, lose money. Yeah, I can mute people, but I would have to exit share my screen to do that. And I don't want to keep going back and forth. So please, guys, as soon as you join, please mute your sound. Okay, thank you. And the last attribute that I consider very important to have as a trader is to be persistent. Okay, you have to be very rough to be a trader. I mean, you experience some brick walls. The reason why we're creating a community is to reduce. Let me see. Okay. All right then. I've done that now. Let's go on. Sorry about that, guys. Great. All right then. So can everyone see my screen now? So the last attribute you need to have is to be persistent. Great. Is to be persistent. Again, that's why we're creating a community so that you're not all by yourself. You have people to speak to, you have people to network with, you have people to rub minds with, you have people to pick their brains and ask your questions and form groups and form friendship and form a bond and create a community. It's all about community in the times that we're living in now. Only communities will win. Individuals will not thrive in the new financial era that we're coming into. Let's see if we can take about 2 more slides before we call it a night. Okay, so the first market we're going to take is Forex. if I have my way, I don't really want to go into this tonight. I want to start this on Saturday. But hey, let's take 2 more slides, and then we'll call it a night. So Forex, as the name implies, it is called foreign exchange, okay? And it's simple. It's simply trading the strength of a currency against a weaker one, okay? It's as simple as that. Trading the strength of one currency against a weaker one. The Forex market is the biggest market in the world, okay? It is bigger than the equity market, bigger than the stock market. It is the biggest market in the world, okay? And I will show you in a minute now why it is the biggest market in the world, but it is indeed the biggest market in the world. Forex is a sub-market, like I explained to you. It is a sub-market within the main market, and its instruments are various currency pairs. Again, I'm going to explain to you what currency pairs means. Forex trades in currency pairs, okay? When I show you indices, then you understand the difference between indices and Forex as opposed in terms of the instruments. Indices are economy of nations, okay? So the FTSE is the indices of United Kingdom, okay? The FTSE, the FTSE. You would have heard about it or seen it. You probably just didn't pay attention to it because you're not a trader. But if you've ever heard the FTSE 100, the FTSE 250, this is the code name. Let me say it that way. This is the code name that represents the index of the economy of United Kingdom. Okay, the FTSE 100 simply means the first top 100 companies in the UK. Okay, and the FTSE 250 simply means from 101 to 350. Okay, so the next 250 companies. But FTSE 100 is the top 100 companies. And the way it is seen is this top 100 companies represents the strength of the whole country. See it that way. Okay, these are the top 100 companies in the UK, and collectively they represent the economy. They are so big that their numbers, their well-being, their profitability, their profits and their loss, their account balance represents the strength of the economy of United Kingdom. Okay, so you can trade the FTSE 100. So, for instance, you can predict that the value of all these companies altogether, their value will go up or down, and this will be determined by different factors. So, for example, the Brexit negotiation. Okay, if the Brexit negotiation is looking bad, it's going to have a negative impact on the FTSE 100, and if it's looking good, it's going to have a positive impact on it. Does that make sense? Please comment in the chat section. Let me know you understand what I'm talking about. Amazing stuff. Okay, so but Forex, on the other hand, are the currencies of the company. So, for example, the companies in the FTSE 100 will be based in different nations within the United Kingdom. Okay, so, or say it this way. How would I explain it so that you understand it? Okay, so let's take European stocks, for instance. Let's take European stocks now. Amazing, yeah. The FTSE 100 and 250 are the major players. Let's take the Euro stocks now. Yeah, let's take the Euro stocks. The Euro stocks will comprise of the top companies in Europe. Okay, the top companies in Europe. In there you will find like Airbus, that is France. You will find Peugeot from France. You would find Adidas. You would find L'Oreal from France. Now, these are top companies from France in the Euro stocks. Okay, you can find like Land Rover from UK. You would find Jaguar from UK. Now, these are top companies that would feature in the top companies in Europe to form the Euro stocks. Does that make sense? But these are just companies. But when you come to Forex, we're now talking about the currencies, okay? So we're now talking about the dollar, the pound, the yen, the euro. And you can trade these currencies against themselves. So you can trade a currency that is getting stronger against a currency that is getting weaker. It's as simple as that. Another illustration I use for that is the football match, okay? The home side, the away side. Again, I'm going to get into that in more details on Saturday. Tonight, I just want to get you excited, get you looking forward to Saturday. We've got one more minute to round up. So yeah, example of currency pairs are dollar against the yen, USD JPY, euro against the dollar, euro USD, among many others. So yeah, that's where we're going to stop tonight. Again, Saturday is the main class. I'm so excited for Saturday. We're going to be talking numbers. I'm going to be showing you lingo, trading lingos. I'm going to be showing you trading terminologies, and you can begin to say in front of your friends, you're going to sound like some guys on the stock exchange market, but that's the whole point. It is the fact that these things are not rocket science. You can begin to talk trading in another few weeks, and this knowledge stays with you forever. And it doesn't just stay as a knowledge, it is a leverage for you to make money, to make more money, to make money that you wouldn't have to work for anyone ever again if you pay attention to this. It's taken me years to learn all of this, and I'm going to be literally pouring everything out to you in 3 months. And if you apply your mind and your heart to this, in 3 months' time, we will be shaking hands as traders, not as a student to, not as a tutor to students, but as co-traders. And who knows what we can get onto from there. So thank you everyone that has made out time to join tonight. Again, this is just the beginning of the journey. It's going to be an incredible and an amazing journey. I'm very excited to I'm very excited to be speaking to you guys tonight. I'm so happy that you guys were able to join. Angela, thank you. I appreciate it. She was speaking to me in my language. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm probably more excited than you guys. I remember when I was learning to trade, I didn't have nobody to teach me. I learned 80% of trading by myself, and I don't wish anyone to go through that same path. So I have dedicated my time to do this, to impact this knowledge. So thank you very much, guys, for joining. Thank you, Rashid from Italy. Your name is going to stay in my head now because you're just amazing. So on Saturday, I want you to carry the interaction into the WhatsApp group, okay? So don't stop talking. Get to know each other. Introduce yourself to each other in the group. Ask questions in there. Again, I'm in the group, so I will be able to answer your questions. I will put some things in the group just to stir you up. Put some how would I say it now? I'll put some materials in there for you to have a look at, and I will put some websites for you to have a look at as well that would increase your knowledge before the next time that we would meet. Again, this video will be recorded if you want to listen to it again. So please, I'm sure on Saturday we're going to have a fuller class. And we will plow more through what we have to go through. Thank you everyone for joining tonight. Again, Victor Aiden is my name. And this is the face you're going to be seeing over the next few weeks. So we're going to call it a night now. And I will look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday. When will you put this intro in the WhatsApp group? I will put it tonight. So everything that you've seen so far, I will put it in the WhatsApp group, probably more, and then we'll talk more about it on Saturday. So thank you very much. Let me stop sharing my screen so that you can see my face before I sign out. Yeah, so thank you everyone. Thank you, Chase. I didn't get to meet you. I hope I hope I will get to meet you in the group ahead of Saturday. Thank you, Ada. Thank you, Leona Roy. Thank you, Aman. Thank you, Obe. Thank you, Dilo Bie. Wow, amazing stuff. And then we'll see you on Saturday. So good night, guys, and have a lovely evening. See you on Saturday.